31st Annual Michael J. Entringer Sponsorship Classic is sponsored by Cubby Sports Bar and Grill here on the Brookings Radio Sports Network. Take a look at the first half stats as Elkton Benton goes into the 10-point lead, 44-34 over Waverly South Shore. The Elks were led in that first half by Tanner Dreets, 17 points to go along with 2 assists and 2 steals as well. As a rebound, he was 6 of 10 from the field, 4 of 6 from downtown on an efficient first half. Then it was 11 points for Colt Beck. He also had a rebound, 2 assists, and a steal. He was 4 of 7 from the field, 3 of 4 from downtown. The efficient first half for him as well. 7 points for Elliot Erickson. Also had 2 rebounds and 2 assists. He was 2 of 4 from the field, 0 of 2 from beyond the arc. 5 points for Joseph Nibby. Also had 2 rebounds and an assist. He was 2 of 5 from the field, 1 of 2 from 3-point range. Let's see here. Who did I miss? 2 points for Tanner Stein. He also had 4 steals. He was 1 of 1 from the field. Made his own field goal there in that first half. And there was 2 points for Blake DeVries as well. He also had a rebound. He was 1 of 1 from the field also. The Elks shot well as a team, 55%, 53% from beyond the arc. Very good, very good. 67% from the free throw line as well. For the Waverly South Shore Coyotes, they were led in that first half, a very nice first half by Sam Appelon. Also had 3 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 steals as well as a block. He was efficient, very efficient. 7 of 8 from the field, 1 of 2 from downtown. An efficient first half for Brady Escher, for Zach Reese as well. He had 10 points, 2 rebounds, and an assist. He was 5 of 6 from the field, 0 of 1 from beyond the arc. And the only other help in the points department that the Coyotes got was 4 apiece from Kyle Nealon and Brady Escher. They shot well, 70% from the field as a team in that first half, though they struggled from beyond the arc, just 1 of 5 for 20%. They were also just 1 of 5 from the free throw strike for 20% in that first half as well. The rebound edge goes to the Coyotes. They out-rebounded the Elks 13-9 in that first half. 4 offensive rebounds for the Coyotes, 4 offensive rebounds for the Elks in that first half as well. Turnover game in favor of the Elks. 13 turnovers for the Coyotes, just 5 for Elkton. They took care of the ball well in that first half. Despite some ragged play, just didn't turn it over. Just 5 turnovers for the Elks in the first half. And they lead by 10 at halftime, 44-34 over Waverly South Shore. We'll take another 3-minute break, and we'll be back for the second half coming up next. It is the 31st Annual Michael J. Entringer Sponsorship Classic, presented by Cubby Sports Bar and Grill on the Brookings Radio Sports Network.
Okay, technical difficulties aside, I think we've got it figured out now. So welcome back. Halftime of our Elkton Lake Benton Elks. They're just coming out of their halftime locker room now. So we want to roll right into our stats. Halftime stats brought to us by Elkton Lumber. Proud sponsors, even with the technical difficulties today. Sometimes the internet can be tricky, and today it was. So, leading scorer for the Elks, Tanner Dreets, 17 points in the first half, 4 of 6 from deep, 6 of 10 overall. He added a free throw to that. Colt Beck has 11 points. He is 3 of 4 from beyond the arc, 4 of 7 from the floor. Elliot Erickson, he's got 7 on his day, so he's 2 for 4 from the floor, added 3 free throws to that. And Joseph Nibby 1 of 2 from deep, 2 of 5 from the field overall. He's got 5 points on his day. Leading rebounders, a couple of guys with 2 rebounds. Elliot Erickson with 2, Joseph Nibby with 2. Several guys with 2 assists. Erickson, Colt Beck, Tanner Dreetz, and Lane Schindler all with 2 assists. Leading them in steals, 4 steals, that's Tanner Stein. The Elks from the floor, 16 of 29. That's 55% as a team. They were 8 of 15 from deep in the first half, 53% from beyond the arc, and 4 of 6 from the free throw line. So that 55%, pretty good. But the Coyotes are shooting 69, we'll call it 70% from the field, 16 of 23 from the field, but 1 of 5 from deep. And it is a 44-34 lead for our Elks. As we go into the third quarter, all part of the fun. Sometimes you just have to, I don't know, swear at your phone or swear at AT&T. I don't know what to do. As a quick add-on, and we're here for the second half. Head coach Steve Erickson wanted this whole thing for, his broadcast as well. I don't know if the huddle feed is down here in front of me. I'm not real sure. Who knows? But we'll do the second half. So we're live. We're back. All part of the fun adventure here at Saul's Media Broadcasting. Eesh. So welcome back in, everybody. Let's finish off the game here strong. Just part of the fun, right? So the Elks are going to get the first possession second half. This will be Elliot Erickson throwing it in on the near sideline right in front of us. Colt Beck will take that. And the Elks are on the move. Erickson now, top of the key. There we go. Tanner Dreetz, hot shooter in the first half. Leading the Elks with 17. Nordmeyer's going to throw out to Colt Beck. He'll try a 3 off the back of the iron. That's going to be Reese with the Coyotes coming up with that rebound. Waverly South Shore the other way. You can still see the scoreboard in our background. That'll give you an idea what kind of time we're looking at. That's Reese in the paint. Big deuce for the Coyotes as they get the first bucket of the second half. Nordmeyer gets that over to Erickson. Erickson on the right wing, dribbling past Reese. Elks are facing a 2-3 matchup zone. Stein tries to find Tanner Dreetz in the paint. That is knocked off the hands of the Coyotes and out of bounds. So the Elks will keep this. Colt Beck is going to throw it in from the corner. Colt Beck, top of the key. That is Erickson that'll run that down. Not a big deal going across half court from out of bounds, so no big problems there, no turnovers. Nordmeyer, top the key. Erickson now, he'll dribble over to the right wing. Finds Dreetz at the foul line. He'll drive in and draw a foul on his shot attempt in the paint. So Tanner Stein to the foul line. That foul is the first team foul at Waverly South Shore. Also, that is Colton Kranz, the senior guard, picking up his second personal. Dreetz knocks down a first free throw. 45-36 now. Second one off the mark. Coyotes the rebound. Long pass down the floor. Krantz now, and he'll have it knocked out of his hands. Nordmeyer gets a hand in there. Krantz throws it in underneath the bucket. Back to Krantz. Now out to Nealon. He'll try the 3 off the front of the iron. He'll run down his rebound. Get it up to Reese near half court. Nealon into, stolen away. That is Stein with the steal, coast to coast. Stein with a bucket. So Stein up to 4 points on his day. Coyotes now the other way. Krantz now back over to Reese. Cross court, stolen away by Nordmeyer. Elks on the move once again. That's going to be Colt Beck finding Elliot Erickson in the left block. He puts a fake out there off the board. Too strong. He's knocked to the floor, and that'll be a foul on Zach Reese, knocking Erickson to the floor. So Erickson a little short on that layup attempt, but on the rebound, that's when he's knocked to the floor. Zach Reese with his 4th personal. Sorry, it's on number 25. 25 is Brady Eschen. So Eschen with his fourth personal for the Coyotes. Tanner Stein catches outside the paint, throws it into Nordmeyer. That'll be Elliot Erickson for 15 feet. Too strong on that. Applehoff with the rebound. Coyotes the other way now. Applehoff will drive in from the three-point line. Goes around Dreetz. Eschen with the rebound, and he gets the putback. So Eschen with his 4 fouls gets the offensive board and the bucket. Colt Beck around the arc. Erickson, Tanner Dreetz at the elbow. Looking for Stein in the paint as he's streaking through. Erickson now around to Colt Beck. Back to Dreetz, 20 on the shot clock. Dreetz from the left wing. That three's off the mark. That's a long pass, and that'll go straight out of bounds. Turnover, Waverly South Shore. Colbeck now will bring that up for the Elks. Colbeck top of the key now. Blake DeFries in the paint. He'll turn, spin off the bankboard. No good on that. Tanner Stein, the offensive board. Trying to get it back up to back. That is stolen away by Zach Reese of Waverly South Shore, and his layup will be fouled. That's Tanner Stein getting a hand in on that foul. So Reese will go to the foul line for 2 shots. Tanner Stein takes the personal foul. His first. So Reese with the first foul attempt. No good on that. Reese once again. That's off the back of the iron and out, so he misses them both. Joe Nibby runs down the rebound. Nibby now trying to get it over to back, but it's knocked away by Reese, not out of bounds. 4:39 left in this third quarter. Colt Beck will throw this in. Beck will find Tanner Stein. He's going to drive into the corner now. Blake DeFries from 15 feet. Dreetz looks at the three. He'll drive to the foul line and take that jumper. 2 more for Tanner Dreetz. He's got 20 on his day. Waverly South Shore, an air ball from the corner. Colt Beck trying to run it down. That's going to be off of Reese's hands and out of bounds. The Elks will get it. Colt Beck now. He'll get it across the timeline. Back now over to Nibby. Dreetz will try another 3 from the right wing. Tanner Dreetz on fire today. 5 triples on his day. And we've got a timeout by Waverly South Shore. Head coach Austin Applehoff wants to talk about what he's going to do about Tanner Dreetz. Dreetz with 6 in this third quarter now. Since we ran out of all sorts of things in that first half, let's go through our sponsors once again. Bankstar Financial, our exclusive presenter today. Bell Brands, the mini baby bells, they are the snack cheese of champions. Peel one today. Also bringing us these Elkton Lake Benton broadcasts, GP Auto, right on the east side of Brookings near Daktronics for all your car repair needs. Shorty's Hot Box Food Truck, they'll bring us the final stats of this matchup. Elkton Lumber for the halftime show. The Elkton Locker brought us the starting lineups today. IPS, Integrated Power Services. Nick's Hamburgers, Jimmy John's, The Man Cave Barbershop, and Turf Guard Lawn Service, all proud sponsors of these Elkton Lake Benton broadcasts and Saul's Media live streams that had some technical difficulties today, but I think we got it figured out, and here we are, second half. I missed a 3 on my scoreboard, so let me get that up there. Tanner Dreitz with that last triple. I forgot to add that one. So the Elks now 52-38, a big lead here. 3:53 left to go in this third quarter. Waverly South Shore will throw this in right in front of their bench. That's Kranz. He'll find Applehoff. Applehoff now. Spencer Reese there. Back to Applehoff, knocked away by Tanner Stein. It'll be Joe Nibby running the floor right down the right side off the backboard, too strong. Tanner Stein, sorry. Offensive board, and he'll put it back. Stein's up to 6 on his day. Coyotes now. Applehoff, back over to Kranz. Kranz will find Reese, the younger Reese, Spencer. And that throw stolen away by Joseph Nibby. Joseph will get it across half court, make a move on Reese, and a reach-in foul on Zach Reese. Second personal for Reese. Third team foul for the Coyotes. Cole Beck throws it in. Joseph Nibby. Cole Beck will try the open 3. Off the side of the iron and out. Blake DeFries tries to get a hand on it, and too much hands, as DeFries will be called for the reach-in. Personal foul number 3 for Blake DeFries. Second team foul on the Elks. Applehoff crossed half court. Krantz will try to get it into Reese. Stolen away by the Elks once again. Joseph Nibby comes up with that. He'll streak down the left side, finds Tanner Stein getting into the rim. A block by the Waverly South Shore, and it'll be a timeout by head coach Steve Erickson. As Joseph Nibby had in the paint, but it was trying to fight off some defenders there. So head coach Steve Erickson just wants to maybe save his squad from a turnover down in the paint. Come up with a plan to have an inbounds play. 54-38. Waverly South Shore out of that timeout now. Back on the floor. The Elks coming on the floor as well. Tegan Krogh now in. Ashton Neal now in for the Elks. Adding some bulk in the paint there. Tanner Stein's going to throw this yet. Tanner finds Tanner Dreitz, who takes a shot to the face right in the corner. Now he's trying to fight off defenders. Neal is going to throw that back to Tegan Krogh. Knocked away. Tanner Stein comes up with a loose ball off the paint. Great take, Tanner Stein. He's got 8 on his day now. Waverly South Shore the other way. Applehoff, top of the key. He'll find Krantz. Almost lost that pass. Now it's Tanner Stein getting a hand in there. Almost stolen away by Stein. Nealon now. He'll find Applehoff in the paint, and a good bucket on the jump shot for Waverly South Shore. Tanner Dreitz now. Top of the key. Dreitz already had a big day. He's sitting at 23 points on his day. Stein will fake the 3, drive baseline, go across the court, and that pass will be knocked out of bounds. So the Elks will keep it with 1:46 left to go in this quarter. 56-40 lead by the Elks. Tanner Dreitz going to throw this in. Krogh. DeFries now around the arc. Tanner Dreitz in the corner. He'll drive to about 15 feet. Try that jumper. Too short on that. He thinks he was fouled. Could have been. Applehoff the other way for Waverly South Shore. Applehoff. Krantz now. That's the younger Reese. Older brother Reese now has it. Zach Reese and Spencer Reese out there. And that's Applehoff with a 10-footer in the paint. Coyotes connect on that. 56-42 now. 1:16 left to go in the third. Streets over to Stein now. Stein's going to drive it to the baseline. He'll stop right in front of the three-point line. That's blocked by Zach Reese. And off of Ashton Neal and out of bounds. Lane Schindler in. Blake DeFries out for the Elks. Krantz walking this across the half-court line. Going to be off the hands of Tegan Krogan out of bounds. So Waverly South Shore will keep it. Krantz will throw this in. Krantz will find Applehoff on a couple of screens. Good rebound by Reese. He throws it to his older brother, Zach Reese, driving on the left side of the paint. No travel there. Looked like close, though. Ashton Neal gets a rebound out of that. Gets it to Schindler. They're up the floor. Tanner Stein and now streak down the right side of the lane. Blocked, but there's a shot on the arm on Tanner Stein. So Tanner Stein will head to the line. That foul on Kyle Nealand, his fourth team foul for Waverly South Shore. 34.5 seconds left. I don't think we have to worry about the 5 fouls. Tanner Stein at the line. First one is good. Stein having a big third quarter here. That's 7 now. He can add one more to that, get to 8 points in this quarter. 10 for the day. Second free throw on the way in. Good. So there you go. 8 points in the quarter, 10 on the day. Tanner Stein will take a rest. Nibby back in for the Elks. So Krantz will get this across half court. Final 30 seconds left in the third quarter. Krantz with a double dribble. Turnover Coyotes. So the Elks looking to have the final possession of the third quarter. Nibby now, top of the key. Looking at a screen from Krogh. Now it's Applehoff chasing him down. Nibby breaks that. Over to Schindler. Nibby back to Schindler. He's going to try the three with 9 seconds left on the clock. Ashton Neal has the rebound knocked out of his hands. It's Applehoff. And Zach Reese is going to be run over on the run down the court. So he draws a foul, a blocking call from Ashton Neal. For Neal, that's his first. 3.9 seconds left. Zach Reese gets it. He's going to fire up from way beyond, and that'll go nowhere. 58-42 is how our third quarter is going to finish. Big lead for the Elks here at the 31st Annual Entringer Classic here at the Brookings High School. We're in the auxiliary gym today. So now I'm going to put Ashton Neal in my scorecard because he has a rebound and a foul. So we'll mark that off. Erickson still has 7 on his day. Tanner Stein now up to 10 points. Strong third quarter. Tanner Dreetz adds 6 to his. He's up to 23 for his day. Nibby's at 5, and Blake DeFries has 2 points. So that is how we get to 58, hopefully. Hopefully we didn't miss anybody, did we? I don't think we did. I do that math, but I'm not doing that math. Man, it's 58-42 as far as our scoreboard is concerned. We'll worry about that part. Big thanks to the Elkton Locker. Proud sponsors of these Elkton Lake Bend broadcasts. Elkton Lumber brought us our halftime stats. It's nice that we got a halftime sheet brought up here. That's like to see that here at the Entringer Classic. I don't get a lot of basketball games where they're actually bringing me stats of things, so it's a nice change of pace today of getting halftime stats. Waverly South Shore will get the first possession of the fourth quarter. Krantz will throw that in. It'll be Applehoff getting across half court. Now to Krantz. There we go. Back to Applehoff, top of the key. He fakes a 3. He'll drive right down the left side of the lane. No walk on that. He gets his own rebound, though, and puts that back in. Must have called that a Euro step, and that's fine here in high school now. Never used to be. So the Elks now Riley Nordmeyer, he'll throw that out to Erickson. He'll drive baseline, now cross court. Joseph Dibby tries to get a handle on it. Saves it, but it goes right to Zach Reese of Waverly South Shore. Just took his hands off that ball before he caught it. So the Coyotes now. That's Krantz from the right corner. Cross court, Applehoff, long three off the rim. Good rebound. Tanner Dreitz, and he will be fouled by Applehoff. For Applehoff, that is foul number 1. First team foul, obviously, for Waverly South Shore as we just started this fourth quarter. Colt Beck will bring this across. Erickson will find Nordmeyer, back to Erickson and go around the arc. Tanner Dreitz now right wing. He'll drive to the baseline, kick it back out to Nibby. Nibby with a 3-ball off the front of the rim. Run down by Neeland. And the Coyotes are the other way. Applehoff, that's Zach Reese now. Neeland's got a wide open 3. He'll try that for the Coyotes off the back of the iron. Tanner Dreitz, strong rebound. He's quickly the other way. Right down the right side of the paint, trying to draw a foul on Reese, and it'll roll around and find the bottom. So a great rebound and take. Tanner Dreitz goes coast to coast. He's up to 25 on his day. And this will be a timeout by the Waverly South Shore head coach. That's Austin Applehoff. Wants to talk about it with his crew. Do a little zoom in on our Elks there. We can see what they're up to. 60-44 as I update my scoreboard. There's too many things going on. I need a helper. Anyone want to be a helper up here? You get a good look at the games. You don't have to sit on bleachers either. I mean, I can find you a chair. But that's what we got going on there. Head coach Steve Erickson talking to his guys. Giving them plans. It's been a good offensive day for the Elks. We will come out of that timeout. So Waverly South Shore will have that possession out of the timeout. Krantz will throw this in. Applehoff throws it right back to Krantz, back to Applehoff as they get across half court. Gelling now in for the Coyotes, and that's going to be a slip and a travel, so a turnover by Waverly South Shore. Not effective use of that timeout, but a slippery floor as Krantz's feet just came out from underneath him. Elks to throw this in, now facing pressure here in the backcourt. That's Erickson breaking the press. Dreitz open in the corner all day. He adds another triple to his afternoon. South Shore the other way. Reese will hit it from 3 land. Stein Dreitz, that's Nordmeyer. He'll try a 3 from the left wing. Off the mark, Stein the rebound. Kicks it out to Erickson, back to Nordmeyer on the right block. He'll dribble out. Tanner Dreitz, top of the key. Reset it, 18 on the shot clock. Now Dreitz will drive right into the paint down the left side. Rolls off that rim and out. Reese with the rebound. That pass stolen away by Colt Beck. He kind of lands on the basketball, but quickly to the feet. Not sure if it should be 62 or 63. Colt Beck for the Elks. Colt Beck, long pass now. Dreitz will come get that. And then he'll go straight down the paint. Good challenge against Applehoff. He's in again for another dose. He's got 30. Tanner Dreitz with a great day today. Zach Reese with a long 3, and that'll be a foul in the paint. That's Tanner Stein trying to get that from behind. We're going to call it 64. I don't agree with it, but that's what our scoreboard says up here. Krantz for the Coyotes will throw that in. Zach Reese has it stolen out of his hands, and the Elks are on the run again. Nordmeyer cross half court. That's Tanner Stein. Quickly to the rim, and Tanner Stein's in for another bucket. Coyotes now bring it back. 66-47 now. Applehoff right to the paint. Tanner Stein will pick up another foul. That's 2 possessions in a row for Tanner Stein. The personal foul number 3 for Stein now. Applehoff. First foul shot. Up and good. 66-48 now. Applehoff, second free throw. On the way, and it hits the back of the iron, comes out. Zach Reese trying to get that offensive board. It goes right into Applehoff's hands. Misses the first try, puts it back in there. He gets 3 hard way. Elks facing pressure now. Nordmeyer breaks that press. He'll drive it into the corner. Finds Stein. He'll drive into the paint, kick it out to Erickson. Erickson to the foul line. Spins at the elbow, finds Nordmeyer, 15-footer off the mark. Erickson the rebound, fights off Zach Reese, will go straight up with it. Now he's trying to find a teammate. And it'll be touched by Erickson when his foot was on the line. So a turnover by the Elks. 66-50, 4:08 left to go. Applehoff. A lot of steps there. They're going to call that one a travel, though. Actually, we're going to get a foul. It's going to be a charge on Applehoff. So another foul by the Coyotes. For Applehoff, it's his second personal, 3rd team for the Coyotes. Erickson now fighting it across half court, throws it back to Colt Beck. Erickson, Dreetz, he's got 30 on his day. Nordmeyer at the elbow. He'll dribble up to the top of the key. Back over to Dreetz. A long 3 for Dreetz that time. Feeling it today, Tanner Dreetz. All sorts of range today, Tanner Dreetz. 33 on his day. Applehoff will drive in. Have it knocked out of his hands by Stein. 3:32 left to go. It's 69-50. Kranz will throw this in for the Coyotes. Looking for, that'll be Eschen, and that's going to be a foul on Colt Beck trying to get that ball out of there. Colt Beck called for the push. I've got Colt Beck with 1 foul, and the scoreboard agrees, so there we go. First personal on Colt Beck. Eschen, number 25 for the Waverly South Shore Coyotes. He's got 4 personals out there. Kranz will throw this in, looking for Zach Reese. Gets it on the left block, stolen away by Stein. Loose ball out there. Tanner Dreetz jumps on it. We've got a jump ball. And the possession arrow doesn't have a light on it. Which way are we going, boys? Okay, so this will go by Waverly South Shore. So 3:24 left in the game, 69-50. Our score. Elks with a big lead. Krantz, Zach Reese. Back to Krantz. He's got an open look. Tried it. Reese will drive baseline. Stein almost got that out of there again. He'll turn, jump from 15 feet off the mark. Nordmeyer the rebound. He's running the other way. Cut off by Krantz and Reese. Dreetz up to Stein. Erickson thought about it. He had an open look. Now he's got a double team on him. They're trying to get that ball out of there. Erickson's going to find Tanner Dreetz. He's got the hot hand off the front of the iron that time. Zach Reese the rebound. Applehoff quickly the other way for the Coyotes. That'll be Eschen for a 3, and he'll hit that. A 3 ball for the Coyotes. Elks the other way now. Nordmeyer cut off. Back to Erickson. Erickson gets it across the timeline. Applehoff not called for the reach. Tanner Dreetz will try another one, and he's got 8 triples on his day. Tanner Dreetz having himself an entering our classic today. That is 36, Tanner Dreetz. Big third quarter for Tanner Stein. Huge fourth quarter for Tanner Dreetz. He's got 3 triples in the fourth quarter, plus a couple other buckets. 36 on his afternoon. Run through some sponsors here as we have a timeout on the court called by Waverly South Shore. Exclusive presenter today, Bankstar Financial. Bell Brands bringing us the opening tip. The mini baby bells, the snack cheese of champions. GP Auto brought us our first quarter stats. Shorty's Hot Box food truck will bring us the final stats when we're all said and done here. Elkton Lumber, sponsor of the halftime show. Elkton Locker brought us our starting lineups today. IPS, Integrated Power Services. Nick's Hamburgers right on downtown Brookings Main Street. Jimmy John's on 6th Street in Brookings. The Man Cave Barbershop right on South Madera across from the high school here. And Turf Guard Lawn Service, all proud sponsors of these Elkton Lake Benton broadcasts and Saul's Media live streams as the adventure continues. Some technical difficulties in the first half. Gets us all lined up 72-53 as I update my scoreboard as well. So we've got the Waverly South Shore Coyotes throwing it in front of their bench out of that timeout. 2:19 left to play in this game. Krantz will throw that into Nealon. Applehoff will find Zach Reese, top of the key. Applehoff backs all the way up to the three-point line. He's cut off, double-teamed in the paint. Zach Reese, a long three, off the iron. And that'll be a foul on Eschen. That is personal foul number 5. He doesn't understand why, but you can't reach over by guys like that. You can't jump over him and expect not to be called. So he will go to the bench. Eschen's day done with 9 points and 5 fouls. 2:05 left. 72-53. Nordmeyer now trying to get to half court. Erickson now will break the press. Turns, spins. Looking for Dreetz. Dreetz will take it right down the right side of the paint. Another great take, Tanner Dreetz. Woo! Having himself an afternoon. Wowzers. Nealon now. We are going to have personal foul on Elkton Lake Benton. That is team foul number 4 for Tanner Dreetz. Personal foul number 2. And some youngsters coming in. Savion Stevens. Tanner Stein out. Tanner Dreetz out with his 37 points on the afternoon. Probably going to be our MVP as far as the Entringer Classic is concerned. Starters are done, and now the youngsters will take over. For the Elks, that's Savion Stevens, number 32. 35, that's Isaiah Olson. 23, that's Berkeley Hemmen in there. Number 4, Ethan Whisker. And number 11, Miles Poindexter, all on the floor for the Elks. Here comes the JV squad for the Coyotes. So the Elks now just trying to close this out. 1:40 left to go. Whisker will drive that into the paint. He's got no problem sticking that runner, and he'll run down his rebound. Poindexter. That is number 23, Hemmen, off the mark. Savion Stevens the rebound. Ethan Whisker will try the 3, fresh off the bench. Front of the iron and out. Isaiah Olson almost the rebound. Coyotes the other way. For the Coyotes now, that is number 5 that'll connect on that. That is Spencer Reese. 74-55 now, 1 minute left, and that's off the feet of Whisker. Coyotes run down that loose ball. That's Spencer Reese once again, 33. Schroeder back to Reese. Air ball from three-point land. Savion Stevens the rebound. Miles Poindexter. Isaiah Olson streaking down the paint. Isaiah Olson gets 2. Coyotes the other way now. 30 seconds to go. Knocked away. Savion Stevens gets a hand on that. Knocks it into the Coyote bench. Quentin Wesley on. Savion Stevens out. Head coach Steve Erickson just emptying the bench, making sure everyone could go. 76-55. And that'll be a steal by Moyles Poindexter. Ethan Whisker streaking down the lane. 2 more for Whisker. And it's a big day for the Elks. 10 seconds left now. Coyotes will finish this off with almost a turnover, as that's a loose ball picked up. 2 seconds left and no shot to finish. 78-55. As Isaiah Olson and Ethan Whisker both with a bucket as we finish up here, and that is going to do it. 78-55, a big win for the Elks. Moves them to 2-1 on their day. They're going to bring us some final stats, so we'll do that. I'm going to add up what I have. These final stats brought to us by Shorty's Hot Box Food Truck. Just doing some quick math. So our most valuable player pretty much got this decided. Ooh, hey, there you go. Tanner Dreetz, a new Entringer record. Single game points with 37 today. Tanner Dreetz, your player of the game. We'll agree with that. 37 points on his day. He was 7 of 11 from three-point land. And finished with 37 today. So, Joseph Nibby, he finished with 5, 2, 2, and 2. 78-55, a win by the Elks as they will walk it off, and that's the last game of the day. The auxiliary gym closing up the Entringer Classic. Now just one final game at the main gym, Bob Josted Gym, and that'll do it for today. So we're going to run down our sponsors one more time. Bankstar Financial, the exclusive presenter today. Bell Brands brought us the opening tip. The Mini Baby Bells, the snack cheese of champions, peel one today. GP Auto brought us our first quarter stats. Shorty's Hot Box Food Truck, the sponsor of the final stats here. Elkton Locker brought us starting lineups. Elkton Lumber, sponsor of the halftime show. Thank you to all of our sponsors here. Also helping out these Elkton Lake Bend broadcasts, IPS, Integrated Power Services. Nick's Hamburgers, Jimmy John's, The Man Cave Barbershop, and Turf Guard Lawn Service. All proud sponsors of Elkton Lake Bend Athletics. Sorry about the technical difficulties. We got it figured out. Had a strong second half and got to watch Tanner Dreetz set a new Entringer single game record with 37 points, 7 threes on his day. And the Elks moved to 2-1 in their season. Next up for the Elks, let me get my South Dakota Score Feed app open here. Next up for the Elks, as we go there, Thursday, January 2nd, we get to play at home. Wabash Summit coming to town. I think that's a doubleheader. I think the girls play at 6. Boys play after that, probably around 7:30. But I'll be there as well. Doubleheader at the friendly confines of Elkton Lake Benton High School, Wabash Summit in town. So that's what's next up. Thursday, 5 days from today, we get into January. We start off the new year right. Wabash Summit coming to town. That's the next game up for the Elks. So that is going to do it here from the Michael J. Entringer Classic, the 31st annual. A big win for the Elks, 78-55. We'll see you in Elkton on Thursday. Thanks for watching, everybody. Peace out.